All right, so three things that I've learned so far at the age of 20. For those y'all that don't know, I just turned 20 about 9 days ago on the 31st of May. So I feel like I have a lot that I can teach y'all, a lot that I've learned in these 2 years of being on YouTube. Um, so let's start off. Boom. Number one, always carry cash. Always carry cash. You never know when you might need it, bro. I mean, tolls are gonna need cash. It's better to tip a waiter with cash because there's no middleman. It doesn't have to go through management. They can take that tip home that night and use it. It's better to have cash there's a lot of places up near in Philly where I'm at that still take cash, for mechanics, restaurants, you name it. And it's better to have cash because you want to actually be aware of the money you're spending, right? Because when you're paying with a credit card or a debit card, that you don't really consider, you don't really think about the money that you have on that card. You don't really think about how much money you're going to spend. Whereas if you have cash tangible, if you have cash tangible, you can just, you're counting the cash before you pay it. Whereas when you're paying with the card, it's more distant. You're not really considering the fact that you're about to spend money on the card because you just look at it as a card. It's just going to pay for it, whatever, boom, done. So always carry cash. And this is to each his own. Some people prefer to have digital currency, some people prefer to have cash. But me, I've learned that always keeping cash, it's going to take you a long way. And I advise everybody to have at least, if we're being honest with each other, you should have at least $1,000. But I know not everybody has $1,000 laying around, so you should at least have $500 for, emergencies, whether you need a tow, whether you need a haircut, whether you need, car repairs. It's a rainy day. You gotta go into your cash. Always keep cash. Cash is very important to have, and this is something that I neglected when I was younger because I wanted to have it all in my savings account on my debit card. But I realized, like, what happens if my phone doesn't work? What happens if my car doesn't work? What happens if, for God forbid, I don't know, the government shuts down the banks and we can't access our savings account? What happens then? We're going to be fucked. A lot of us would be fucked. So definitely have cash tangible. Definitely save at least $500 cash for whatever. Um Always tip a waiter with cash because trust me, they would a waitress or a waiter, whatever, always pay them cash because they would really appreciate that. And it's just, yeah, it's just better to have cash so that you're aware of what you're spending, you're counting it before you pay it, before you make that purchase, whereas a card, you're just kind of swiping it, not even realizing what you're doing. So the second thing, I threw up three. The second thing that I learned, the importance of building relationships with family, with friends, with coworkers, with anybody you come across. This was something that I was beginning to understand as I got older, but now I really understand how important it is because look at it like this, right? Everybody that you come across in this lifetime has something to offer. Everybody's either a lesson or a blessing. Everybody has something they can teach you, something you can teach them, something that they can offer you to help you advance on your life journey. So when you think about that, when I think about that, I like to, you know, greet people with open arms. I'll give anybody a chance. I'll listen to anybody. I'll, be friends with anybody because I understand that number one, nobody's obligated to be the same person that they were yesterday. Every day is a new day. Every day is a fresh start. Every day is a chance for you to change, whatever. So, and another thing is like, bro, if you build your relationships with your family, your friends, and your people, you're servicing yourself at the same time. And this is a video that I made in the past, not to reiterate that point, but you got to service yourself by servicing others. If you want to, I don't know, if you want to be a real estate agent, right? Service other people, be outgoing, and you never know, you might come across an opportunity where you're able to talk to a real estate agent, or you might talk to somebody, you might be servicing somebody who's in touch with a real estate agent. You know what I mean? Like, so definitely, definitely build your relationships, build that foundation with people, build that trust with people, be open, be honest. There's no reason to lie. um and yeah, like, there's another reason that I can add to this. I don't want to just leave it like that, but building relationships with people is also important because you never know when you need help. You never know when you are down bad and you need somebody. Like, let's say your car broke down, you're on the side of the road. This is where relationships comes handy. This is where building that foundation with that person comes in handy, because now you can call them up and hopefully they can come out and help you. And it's also very important because you just want to establish yourself. You want to establish who you are. You want to let people know who you are. You want to let people know that you are comfortable enough to have a conversation, that you are comfortable enough to make yourself vulnerable to new people. And what that does is it makes other people want to be comfortable. It makes other people want to make themselves vulnerable. It makes other people want to be themselves. And bro, nothing bad comes out of building relationships. Nothing bad comes out of building relationships with your family, with your friends, with your coworkers. At least for me, like, nothing bad has happened. All positive things have happened. I've made impact on people. People have made an impact on me. I've learned things from people. People have learned things from me, and vice versa. And it's honestly something very important. And growing up, like, I always just wanted to be alone. I didn't really value friendships like that. Not because I didn't have good friends, but I didn't really understand how important a friendship was, how important. And it wasn't until I didn't have that when I realized, like, damn, life could be a little bit easier if you knew people. I'm not telling you go out here and be friends with everybody, because nobody's gonna do that. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's sent here to please other people. Nobody's sent here to make friends with everybody. You know what I mean? I'm just more saying this in the aspect of building that foundation with the people that you trust, with the people that you're comfortable with, the people that accept you for who you are, so that when it comes time for you to retrieve that help, when it comes time for you to retrieve that hand, people will be there for you. And you don't have to second guess. You don't have to ask yourself, who's going to help me? Who's going to, it's just there. So that's the second thing that I learned. The third thing that I learned, what was it? I just forgot. Oh, not compromising who you truly are for anybody. Now, this is something that just comes with time. You have to be comfortable in situations. You have to build I can't even speak. You have to build that comfort within you. You have to build that. You have to know who you are. Honestly, you have to know who you are and not be afraid to show who you are. I'm at a point right now where I'm starting to see the people around me, they're starting to see me do this YouTube thing. A lot of people at work are being a lot of people, I'm sorry, I can't even talk today. A lot of people at work are finding out about my channel. A lot of people at work are, sharing their thoughts with me about my video. And I'm just at a point right now where I'm like, bro, I don't even need to hide who I am. I don't need to hide my thoughts. I don't need to hide my opinions. I don't need to, put on a front. I don't need to act a certain way. I can be myself. And I will naturally attract like-minded people who think just like me. And I will, not only that, but I will make people comfortable. By doing this, I'm making people comfortable. By doing this, by making myself vulnerable, by sharing these crazy thoughts that I have, by sharing these ideas, by coming on YouTube and making myself vulnerable and showing people who I am, I would hope that it would make other people comfortable with stepping into the light, stepping into their light, stepping into who they truly are, and not being afraid to show the world who they truly are. Because that's like one of the main points of me making this channel. I just want to show people, like, bro, you don't have to hide who you are. You don't have to put on a front for people. You don't have to act a certain way. You don't have to try to please other people or try to hide this side of you so that this person doesn't feel like, bro, there's no point, bro. There's no point in doing that. You just be who you truly are. Share your thoughts with the world. Speak your truth. Live your truth. And other people will appreciate that, bro. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. There will be people that will start to be comfortable with themselves. There will be people that will start to... You will notice the impact. I promise you. I can't really explain to you the impact because, honestly, I'm speaking from my perspective. I don't know I don't know the effect of my words. I don't know the effect of my videos. I'm only seeing life through my eyes. So I would hope that by me doing this, people are more comfortable with being themselves. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are 3 things that I learned at the age of 20. The importance of carrying cash. You always, always, always want to carry cash. At least $500, if not more, 1,000. For a rainy day, for if your car doesn't work, if the bank account closed, whatever. Always carry cash. Cash is very important. And the second thing was building relationships. Damn, this camera. Building relationships with the people around you, your family members, your friends, your coworkers. And the third thing was not compromising who you are for anybody, because honestly, you weren't brought here to fit in. You were brought here to stand out. You were brought here to be your own person. Nobody thinks the exact same way as the next person. Nobody has the same thought process as the next same... Or, I can't even talk. Excuse me. Nobody has the same thought process as the next person. Nobody has the same belief system as the next person. So just be who you truly are. That's the beauty of life. Everybody's different. Everybody has different views, different perspectives. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. If you guys left this video motivated, inspired, or a better person, then I did my part. Other than that, peace, love, positivity. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Peace.